Hello and welcome to the Xcite Racing League DTM series rounds 13, 14 and 15 from the Brno circuit here today. I was going to say Brno International or whatever, but it's not. I think it's just literally called Brno. Very long and twisty circuit, you'd have to say. A lot of elevation changing as well. It's a really great track for close racing and great overtaking. There's so many places where you can go for an overtake. Or, well, it's easy to somewhat defend, but you can sort of get around it. You can stick it on the inside, and people can though try and drive around the outside of you. It's a good track for racing, especially with equal cars, and these are basically what the DTMs are, other than of course the setup and the driver. But there should be some good racing throughout the field tonight. Last week we had 3 different winners in the 3 races. Let's see if we can have that again tonight. Also, it's random weather, so watch out. Last time we had random weather we had rain, but at the moment in qualifying it looks good. Talking about qualifying, let's see how many minutes are there to go. 2.5 at the moment. We have on pole by nearly a second. We have Hybrid on pole, so it's a bigger gap than what it was last week. Last week it was only a couple of attempts, so he has managed to re-pick up the pace. But Clown is in second after an unfortunate turn of events at the last meeting with Sonoma. He had a horrible time, so second at the moment in qualifying. Just behind him is Evans, which has a bit of a gap back to just once, which is close to Niddy, which is just ahead really of October Dust. Then Max and Geronimo only just got in qualifying. Actually, he's only just got in because of leg issues, but he also has a penalty, so he'll be starting from the back. 8 cars today, sadly. Bister cannot be here, Sieb cannot be here, Speed Demon cannot be here, and Mr. Trollo as well, if you notice, is also missing, and I'm pretty sure he's up there in the championship as well. So big time for Evans and Clown and Hybrid to gain points, including Geronimo as well. But Geronimo starting from the back could be one to watch to see if he can get in the top 5 by the end of the race. A minute and a half to go in qualifying, and not too much action out on track as there is in this 10-minute qualifying. Normally they put laps in, and once they put the laps in they're done. Hybrid shockingly still out on track. Maybe he wants to improve on his timing. He has got into 52s, which I'm guessing is quick before what they do, because you never know. He's always nearly a second quicker, so you just guess it's quick, because they all are quick drivers. This Hybrid is just on a different level at some tracks anyway. He's not too far away in the points at the moment, I don't think. I have a message from Morph, and to check that out. Yeah, I don't think he's too far away from the rest of them just yet. Of course, the Xcite Racing League Clear Cup champion from last season, and he's trying to go for the DTM one here tonight. Morning to you, Morph, as well. Morning. And if it is morning to you, and you've only just gotten up, I'd say it's good morning. If you've only just gotten up, not too much going on in the world. Good little entertainment to wake up to, I can tell you that for sure, because when I wake up, I think Sundays, I got the thing that comes up on my feed is an iRacing IDA or something, GT3 series I like to watch. I think it's on Sundays or something at 12 o'clock, so when I wake up at 12 o'clock that day, I got that to watch. It was always good. But qualifying has now come to the end, and as we said before, Hybrid improved even more, so he has got 1.2 second advantage in qualifying, but he's on pole for round number 13, followed by Clown. Evans just once in 4th, Niddy, October Dusk, Max and Geronimo is how they line up the 8 cars tonight. Hopefully once people come back from where they are in the world, I don't actually know where they're going. I think they made a joke about Sieb picking up his house or something, so I think Sieb will be moving. We'll see what goes on once they're all back, because once everybody's back they will have quite a decent sized grid. We are missing 4 or 5, I think it is now, drivers tonight, because they all had their own several reasons, which is a bit unfortunate. There was some very good action last time out for Sonoma, 3 different winners as we said. I think it's 4 now, 4 or 5 have won. Evans has won a race, I'm pretty sure. Just one. I think it's Evans just once, Hybrid and Mr. Trilo. I wonder if Geronimo has. I'd have to check that all, but we got a little bit of time. We got 4 minutes, as in that. To get my phone out. Google this. You'd think I know. I did have a notepad for all this, but technology for ya. Boom, boom, ba-dum. We can go to the race results and we can work. Go boom, da boom, da boom. Results. DTM. Turn the phone sideways. Of course, Hybrid has some wins. Brno has some wins as well. Mr. Trailer has one. Mr. Trailer even. Evans has one. Clown doesn't. Just one does. So it's Hybrid, Geronimo, Trollo, Evans just once. 5 drivers with a win. Clown will try and make it 6 drivers with a win tonight. He's the only one that is beating someone with a win. He's beating just once, which sadly wasn't here last time out, but he's back here tonight. October Dusk wasn't here last time out, but he's back as well. Yeah. All good. The top 4 have all been here for every single race. The first driver, oh god, that was weird. The first driver that has missed 3 races is Clown, which is in 5th, so he's the top of the guys that have missed races. And after that, it's Notch Bay or whatever that next track is. Never heard of that one. So that should be an exciting track. I'm not sure if that's that Scottish street track or something there. I don't know. But that's the next track. I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna have to hear someone say it to me before I realise how to say it. But yeah, that's the next one after this one. Of course, rounds 13, 14, and 15 tonight. The awesome sprint race does for round 13. The tactical round 14. By the way, I know Mr. Troller's not here, but he uses medium tyres every single race because he's on a controller, so that's how that works. By the way, just throw it out there. He's not here tonight. Just remember that for next week. But yeah, the second race being the tactical one, the longer, medium sort of distance race, and then you have the reverse grid sprint, which is always crazy. So that's how we have the races tonight. And this is a bit of warm up. So a tip that's only noting for really race 1, Nuddy, fantastic at his standing starts. See how many places he can make up into turn 1. Of course, 2 of the races are rolling starts, so it somewhat takes it away from Nuddy's, which is unfortunate for him, but fantastic standing start, so we can see what he does. Of course, it's a sprint race as well, so once he gets there, he just needs to defend for his life, which we've seen Nuddy did before in the reverse grid. He is good at that, and we'll see what happens with this one, but it's nearly a 2-minute lap, and there's a lot of corners. Not exactly sure how many. It's got to be. Is it in the 20s? Do you reckon? Would it say anywhere? 8 lap sprint, by the way. 4 seconds to go. Don't think I'm going to find out any information. Maybe when we load back in for the race 2, we'll probably be able to see how many corners this track has, but quite a few, I'd have to say. A few people put laps in. Here we go then. Round 13 of the Xcite Racing League DTM series is about to start. Race 1 of tonight at Brno. 8 lap sprint race. And we are away then. We get to watch them as quickly as possible. There's either some lag or something, but I'm not sure what's gone on there. Cars are already technically damaged on the roof, but I think Nuddy must have got a great start, and I think he's had contact with October Dusk and maybe Max. That might have been what's just happened, sadly. It's caught a few people out, and just once, and Evans touched coming out of turn 1 for third. Evans will have the inside line for turn 2. I'm sure I'll keep that place, but a little bit of contact further back. But we hopefully it's all sorted out. And October Dusk is actually now in the wall. I'm not sure if he actually hit the wall or not there, but it looked like he probably did with the front of the car as he spinned around under the brakes, it seemed. So he's now down into last place. Possible damage on that car. Oh, and oh god, tyres are flying everywhere, and that was Clown has hit the tyres, and surely that's going to do some damage to that car. And that's just given Hybrid a massive lead, and now the fight's going to be on for second just once, and Evans continued to fight for third just once, just ahead at this moment, but they are just behind Clown, which may now have damage on that car after smashing the tyres out of the way. And Geronimo, I said to see if he can get to the top 5. He's already in 5th, not even halfway through lap 1. He probably got to 5th after turn 1, after the chaos that went down at the very start. He's got out of it and made his way up to 5th, and Hybrid will try and pull away to get another win. I think he's got 5 wins so far this season. We're at round 13, so he's not as dominant as he was in the Clio Cup, but still on top. Just once now on the back of Clown, which we believe shall have damage from smashing the tyres out of the way. They flew, didn't they? They flew through the air like they were made out of feathers, and sadly on this straight it does do that, and there you go. Clown going to defend, just once following him to the middle of the road. They both come back on a normal racing line before turn 1. Nobody able to do anything as they all have DRS. No curves in these cars, just a DRS. DRS not seeming to be that important so far this season. Hasn't been the one making the moves, it's just been the drivers. Really, just like this, just once now launching up the inside of Clown. Not able to do anything now. Evans will try and go around the outside of Just Once. Will have the inside. Just Once sees him, has to turn out the corner, and Evans into 3rd place. See, no DRS needed there. Just great timing from Evans to do that move. He saw Just Once was going to be slowed up as he tried to pass Clown, and he took his opportunity. And through he goes. There's no more tyres here because, well, Clown took him away from us, sadly. Hopefully he doesn't hit the ones on the inside there. He's gone very wide there, but we'll have a better exit than Evans, as Evans will get very tight on the curb. Hybrid's got a bit of a lead, so the battle for seconds will now be between Clown and Evans. See how this one goes, of course. Race 2 is decided, the grid anyway, is decided by fastest laps from race 1, so Hybrid has basically every single lap here because he's in the lead and he's got distance to put a lap in, so he's got the best chance of pole. Everyone else is fighting. You would say now the best chance for Geronimo to get a lap in is right now before he catches these three. These three are going to have to at some point think about their fastest laps and going to try and use it, but they're probably going to have to take lap 3 or 4 is where normally the fast laps will come from, or the last lap depending on if they have clean air. At the moment they are fighting together. Now still in 2nd, followed by Evans. We're going to have to change view on to Just Once. We see them in the distance. They go. Clown wants to get to the inside, even further to the inside now. Evans follows him through, not able to do anything. He goes back to the left hand side of the road. Clown didn't go fully back to the left hand side, he went more to the middle of the track. Able to stay ahead. He is racing defensive at the moment. He might pull to the inside, but look to Evans now. Clown once again put in the middle of the road. Evans, if he wants to do anything, will have to drive around the outside like he did to Just Once, which then have the inside line for the next corner, and it looks like he could do it. He's on the curb though. Clown's going to turn in. There's always going to be contact. They touched a little bit. It was the side doors, and Clown just misses the wall. That's a bit unfortunate, but oh, Geronimo's spun in the background. Geronimo's spun in the background. He kisses the wall and drives away from it. Max is surely going to go past, and Max does go past. October Dusk does not go past. Interesting between Clown and Evans. Evans had all the right to be there. He was alongside and everything. But just Clown turned in, and they sadly met in the middle of the track, of the corner anyway. You could sort of see what happened, but sadly touched doors with each other, and it's launched Clown off into the gravel. The gravel's dragged him even further off the road, but luckily he dodges the wall, but has lost a lot of time and places Evans now 2nd, Just Once 3rd. The Clown's now ahead of Geronimo. Separate incident for Geronimo, just sort of spun it by himself, which must have been on the curb, on the inside curb maybe of that corner. I know from racing it before that's what could have happened. I think we saw Samson possibly do it last season in the GT3s, or this season in the GT3s. Pretty sure we did see someone at least do it in the GT3s this season. I could be wrong. 6 laps to go, of course. Sprint race. We're 5 now as the leader of Hybrid has crossed the line. Geronimo all over the back of Max. Max is in 5th at the moment. I'm not sure if he's got a podium yet this season, Max, but his best position might be 4th or 5th. At the moment he is in 5th, just ahead of Geronimo, pulling away down the straights it seems as well. So that's an interesting point to mention. Yeah, unfortunate that Geronimo's car looks completely beaten up like it does. It's not actually that beaten up. It's just lag off the start, so it crushes the car sometimes, and it looks like his and Dusk's are the ones that got crushed. Something was in my throat, that was lovely. Geronimo still on the back of Max, trying to find a way past this time. Careful on the curb, a little bit too much curb on the exit. On the outside, really is something in my throat, that's been annoying. I can't see the brake lights of Geronimo, which has also been annoying. He's all over the back of Max, nearly touching him. You can see Max tipping the brake? Tipping. Oh god, that was nearly contact. I'm not sure if it was or not, but Geronimo had so much more speed than Max. Here we go, up the inside he goes, but Max covers him off. Quite aggressive into the corner, going to go wide as Max. Geronimo around the outside, maybe this next corner, or a cut back. Then he'll have the inside line for the next corner and the run into the corner. He's going to try that one. He's got the run. Max will have to go over to defend, meaning Geronimo will probably have to go to the outside. No, they go back to the road. Geronimo wasn't close enough just yet. Max looking a bit skirmish under the brakes. A bit wobbly. Under the brakes, Geronimo going up the inside now. Max defending a bit too late, possibly defending. Ooh, got a bit too close maybe. But they seem to be fine, no contact there. On the limit of defending is Max, and you can see how much time it's holding him up, because it looks like the dusk is now closing in. Once again, defending up the hill goes Max, so Geronimo will have to go to the outside. And Max is going to go deep, but he's able to park it on the apex, so Geronimo can't go through, and Geronimo will have to wait a little bit longer for the go now, as they cross the line this time by. It's still a hybrid, Evans, just once Clown, and then it's Max, Geronimo, October, Dusk, and Nuddy. All the way to the wall we went that time. Between these two, a bit wide from Max. Geronimo not able to go up the inside just yet. Oof, almost pushing him around turn 1. Possibly is pushing him around turn 1 on the exit there. Max on the inside. Geronimo will try and find the room, which there is, so he's going to go for it. Max this time doesn't defend as much as he possibly could, and Geronimo will go for the place. They might have contact, they're not. They have had a tight contact. Oh, October Dusk's off in the background. And Geronimo's had to drive around the outside, and Max, and they're still side by side, but I think, he's all over the curb. Max will keep the position, but Dusk has rejoined in last place, which is 8th, after sliding under the brakes it seemed, and off the road he went, giving Nuddy a place. But these two continue to fight. Max versus Geronimo. That was probably Geronimo's best chance when he was on side by side like he is now, having to drive around the outside of Max, but not able to do it. Max has the quicker line, and he's not going to let go of that quicker line at all. He keeps inviting Geronimo in and then just stopping him, slamming the door in his face is what he's doing. He's getting nudged around the corners. Geronimo is so much quicker, but Max is defending well. To the inside once again he defends, but then he goes over to the left, giving the room to Geronimo. You can't really go back over. Geronimo doesn't go for the move. He sort of waits it out and stays around the outside, which is kind of a shock, because in the sprint races you normally see people just going for the moves, but Geronimo at the moment, not exactly going for it. He's somewhat going for it, but there he could have tried to slip one up the inside, but decided to wait, which is interesting. One there, Diddy is closing up in the background as well. Of course, fast laps is a thing to think about. I'm not sure if Geronimo or Max are too happy with theirs. Geronimo is definitely faster than Max is at the moment. And now Geronimo looking at the inside once again. The room is there. Max gives him the room, but I think he only gave him the room because he knew he had to have the inside line here. But Geronimo's got a better exit through the last corner. Max is going to have to come over to defend, and I don't know if he's going to be able to, because there is Geronimo alongside of him and comes over. Oh, careful. Where's Geronimo? He's in the wall. He is in the wall. Thought that was a bit of contact. Wasn't sure if Geronimo would actually spin from it, but I think sadly there, there's definitely damage to Geronimo's car now. What's happened there, I hate the fact that the cameras go down the straight, because it just makes it awkward for me, but Geronimo came over to Max, came across Max down the straight, and wasn't entirely passed and caught his rear bumper on the front of Max's car, and Max had to really know where to go. He was going in a straight line, and Geronimo just got turned around in a straight line into the wall he went, and now down to 7th, just ahead of October Dusk, but definitely with some damage with 3 to go. This race has not gone well for Geronimo here, getting stuck behind Max, and then as he was passing, not able to complete it. He was close, but it did look, say what you want on the stream, but it did look like he just sadly came across, and the slightest bit of his car wasn't ahead, and the slightest bit of contact at that speed can of course put you into a spin, and it has, and sadly he's hit the wall. It's given Nuddy 6th place, and he can try and catch Max up by the end, but it does seem that Hybrid's well in the lead and probably have pole for the next one. But that's one thing that Geronimo could think about. He'll be ahead of Max at the start of race 2. These 2 laps to go now. He has got to try and keep October Dusk behind him. Both of them not having the best of races, and now fighting for the last couple of positions in the sprint race. Nuddy can just see Max in the distance, not too far away, you can see him there. 2 laps for Nuddy to close Max down and try and take that 5th place. Be a good result for Nuddy. A very good result. It goes around turn 1 quite nicely, trying to catch him up. We saw him catching him up before, and that is because Geronimo and Max were sort of battling, but now he's just catching him up on pure pace and has set a good fast lap, which would put him ahead of October Dusk and Max in the next race. So he'd be starting in 6th, so he'd be pleased with that, I would say. Nuddy is. He's got a while to go before he manages to pass others, but he'd be happy with that fastest lap, really, the guys he's battling with, and he'd be starting ahead of them. When he did that, he did that on the last lap, so that's how fast he's going. He's put his fastest lap of the race in on the last lap, and possibly going to beat it this time around, as he is catching Max quite quickly. Geronimo's also catching back up, but until he gets there, because once they finish this lap, there's only 1 to go. They still have a bit of the lap left. They're coming into the last sector now, only a few corners to go into the last lap. Hybrid is probably, as he is, Hybrid has just started the last lap of the race for him. Evans and Co will be crossing the line shortly. It has been a battle, really, for 5th and 7th to watch after the incident between Evans and Clown. Sure, there will be a feud with Max's and Geronimo's, and Evans and Clown's probably taken to the stewards for this race. As they cross the line to go on to the last lap of the race. Not the fastest lap for Nuddy, but slightly quicker, very slightly quicker than Max on that last lap. He's trying to get to him. Does Max feel the pressure on the last lap of the race? Can Nuddy get there for 5th place? That's the question. He has got Geronimo not too far behind, even with that damage, still lapping quicker than 2 ahead. Very mixed race for Geronimo, but bad race. Overall, if he finishes 7th, he definitely would have been expecting a 5th, especially after lap 1. And then that mistake. Nuddy getting closer and closer to Max now. Once he gets there, how's he going to pass? Because it did take a while for Geronimo to even get alongside him down the straight. You could argue that he was past, but not fully past Max in the gravel. But still ahead of Nuddy, because they are going to finish the race. Is Hybrid now? Where is he? I can't see, but he's crossing the line. Hybrid has won round number 13 of the Xcite Racing League DTM series. Evans will take 2nd, just ahead of Cloud. That was very close to 3rd. Third and fourth very close, and it is going to be just once in third. Then Clown. Max is just ahead of Niddy. It's nearly as close there. But Clown and just once was a secret little battle, didn't we? You didn't see, but Niddy is just going to get there, but he's not going to get past. Max is somewhat teasing him now. Who's going to get the better exit out of the last corner? It will be with a short enough line. Race to the line. It's quite short, so Max will take 5th. Niddy will take 6th. And 7th. Here, running out of fuel. And are probably not happy. Geronimo will take 7th. And October Dusk, off an interesting race start line collision, will take 8th. So it's a mixed race for some. A nice dominant victory for Hybrid that we didn't see. Evans once again having to take 2nd. Just once taking 3rd. He'll be pleased with the podium tonight after missing out on last week and coming back and grabbing a podium. That's good for him. Max will be happy with 5th. Niddy, at the end of the day, probably happy with 6th and a good lap time as well for the starting of race 2. Geronimo won't be too happy. Dusk won't be too happy either after an unfortunate race, a few mistakes that we saw. The Hybrid takes round 13 of the championship, giving him, we believe, 6 wins now. We're going to quickly have a look on my phone if Max has had a podium or what his best finishing position of the season is, because I don't think the 5th will be, but it was a very good race from him. Let's have a look here. Max positions. No, 10th. Yep, they do the Formula 1 stunt, so he has had 5th 2 times before, and 5th is his best positions. And they came at Hockenheim in the reverse grid, Silverstone in the 2nd race, which was a very mixed race there, and here tonight in the first sprint. His first 5th place in the first sprint race, so well done to Max for that one. Very nice. Really well done to Max for that one. And yes, Hybrid has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, this is win number 7 for Hybrid. So, win number 7, and I think he's probably won every single sprint race. First race of the week. No, he hasn't. He hasn't won every single sprint race, which is quite a shocker, but has a good record of it. So, win number 7 for Hybrid at round 13 of the Xcite Racing League DTM Championship. Where was I going with that one? DTM series, and here are the official results. Hybrid takes the win, very dominant victory. Evans will take 2nd just once, just ahead of Clown for 3rd, Clown in 4th, Max only just ahead of Niddy for 5th. Very well done to the 2 of them. Geronimo probably unhappy in 7th, and October Dusk will take 8th place. So we're going to have about a 5-minute break before round number 2, the medium sort of distance race. See if the rain comes down, as it's random. You never know what's going to happen here. Of course, we'll find out the pit window and everything else. So we'll be back in about 5. Hello, welcome back. Can you see them? I hope you can, because I just about can. This is foggy, if you don't have to say so. It's not raining, but it's heavy fog, and from the little bit of practice they've had and what you can see on the track, if you can see, gonna be difficult for the drivers to see the apexes. This is, of course, the medium stint race where they have to pit for tyres, and the pit window is 17 lap race, and I'm sure I can't remember when the pit window is actually. We didn't discuss that really. We just were too busy discussing the heavy fog. So the lights are going to be on the cars this time around. Have a rolling start and everything will be interesting to see with the heavy fog, but we're seeing them all in a pack. But this does look like it could be pretty tricky for the drivers to see, as they're all sort of sitting there in the warm-up. If they did go out to sort of get the gist of seeing the apexes, and probably I think some of the tyres have gone fairly quickly, so we won't see the tyres being destroyed in the race this time around. They've already basically been destroyed, but we can see how this one's going to plan out. So as quickly as the warm-up comes to an end, anyone just wants being the only one to actually stick a lap time in. Everyone else just going out there to get the feel for it, make sure that all the wheels are working, and if they're on a pad, if the pad's working properly and stuff. Look at the fog. So it's time for round number 14 of the Xcite Racing League, a DTM series rolling start. As always. That's how I do it. I get out of the way of the ball just to make sure it's like cutting the grass. So here we go then. Of course, we'll see how they get lined up for the race. It's good. Eventually it will jump to a driver. That'll be nice. Right, it's going to jump as they all sort of sort themselves out now. At the back we'll go. God, you can just look at this. You can see Clown's car, can't you? I'm not sure. Flip it out. There's Clown's car. There it comes into view. Holy cow, that's brilliant. So. Oh, a little bit of lag for me, a little bit of lag for me, a little bit of lag. Oh. There's my lag spot then. That'll be fine for the rest of the stream. Let's see. You go back to normal. Oh, good that it happens in the warm-up lap. That's always good timing for that one. So, how they line up for round number 14 is Hybrid on pole. Second place is Evans. Third will be Clown. Fourth, just once with a damaged car from lag. Brno will start in fifth. He'd want to stay there. It's going to be quite difficult because this race is all about consistency, and now with this fog it makes it 10 times harder. 6th for Niddy, 7th for October Dusk, and 8th for Max. That could be a good fight for 7th there, and really for 6th for it. But as they come round, warming up the tyres, making sure they can see the lights are on for basically all of them. This could be a bit crazy, not only for me to see, but for them. And it's all about consistency. We can see the fire pretty well still. It should be good. Round 14. About to get underway. Hybrid will slow them up a little bit now. He goes on the apex of the last corner. Let's go up the hill. And they'll be getting ready to prepare. See if he can take 2 wins out of 2 tonight. Or will Evans be able to stop him? Can Clown? Can just once. Even Geronimo. Here we go, they're getting ready. Pretty sure it's on the last corner apex he gets go. And I'm pretty sure he'll be going now, so Hybrid will be going. So round 14 is underway. And of course it's doing that annoying thing where it switches so you can't actually see down the straight. But look how close Clown's getting to Evans. He's looking up the inside for turn number 1. He's gone for it up the inside. And he's got him. Clown into second immediately. And Hybrid's already gone, so that's a great start for Hybrid, but everyone else seems pretty clean. The only big change is that one Evans has actually fallen out of 4th. Just once has gone through now. And Geronimo's going to... no, Geronimo not able to. Trying to slip up the inside as well. Max and Co. we can't actually see. I don't know. I can't see where Max and October Dusk are, but Max is apparently ahead. Evans not having a good time here, having another little slide. He's down to 4th, and he could be down to 5th, as now Geronimo, driving round his outside, will now take 4th place. Brilliant move from Geronimo. And it's like Evans can't see or something. I don't know what's going on exactly there. Or could he be on the medium? Geronimo's ahead then. We'll go find Max. There is Max, and there is Dusk. I don't think anything bad happened. So no, we just weren't able to really see them because of the distance. They are. So there is Hybrid. There's Hybrid, if you can see. Hybrid's just about there. This is definitely not one for the people who can't see. Clown just keeping it on the road. It's not a good race to watch or be in if you can't see much, because I can, and I'm having the best of times seeing Clown's car. Look at it. You can see it now as it comes sort of close to the screen, but as it drives away, it just blends in. Just once behind him in 3rd. Geronimo in 4th. So Evans, interestingly, falling down in 5th. So far, Nuddy happily staying in 6th. They complete lap number 1. Everything looks a bit better here, but that's because we're with the lights with just one's car. So a very big distance that Evans shot back now. Nuddy can see him nicely, I'd say. Max not too far off either. Dust not too far off either. So they're all at a certain level from each other. It all looks a bit good. We'll see what the last race brings up with this random weather. But so in Silverstone we had rain, and I think here we've had nice clear weather, and then with heavy fog. So not sure where it's gonna go for race 3. But it's always interesting to see. Top 4 not too far away from each other, a little bit separated, but all good. Hybrid has it under control at the moment. That's late braking from Geronimo, and off into the gravel he goes, keeps out of the wall, very quick to rejoin to the track like nothing happened. Doesn't lose a place, but only a bit of time, not too much to be honest, with you there, so good recovery, but you could just sort of tell he was not making that. I'm not sure if that's because there's fog and he could not see the braking point, but this could be a talking point of this race. Of course, consistency as always in race number 2 being the key point, but with this fog it's going to make that a lot harder for the braking points and the apexes. And there's rain on the screen. I'm not going insane. We did see rain then, didn't we? We did. I did. Don't know why I'm saying we did, but I'm pretty sure I did. I'm not joking too. Is that rain? It only said hot heavy fog. I didn't see it would rain or anything. That's rain. That's gonna make this. What's gonna happen now? This has become exciting and unpredictable. I don't even know what's gonna happen with the pit stops and everything. It's been thrown up in the air here. Random weather throws it out. Look at that. The rain is coming down. The rain is on the screens. Getting different. That's a Hybrid in the lead still. Not too far ahead of Clown, because they're all on dry tyres, so when the rain gets too hard, it's gonna get difficult, and they're gonna have to pick their time to go on the right tyre. The weather conditions on this game is not very easy to predict. It could be raining 1 minute and dry within 2 laps, so it's gonna be difficult to predict at the moment. But Evans is is in 4th, Nuddy's in 5th, so right, we've had pit stoppers from just once, which isn't a bit. Just once he's gone in the pits. Let's see if we can see his tyres, if they're blue or not. I can't see with the fog if these tyres are blue or not. What button was it? No, that's not it. That's not it either. No, because it just says soft. It's not. No. Nuddy's got off the road. Is this rain really affecting him? Nuddy's just been off the road. So we've had, keep in mind, we've had Max and just once pit. So there you go. They're probably on wet tyres now. Nuddy has gone off the road a few times. October Dusky is fine. So we've had pit stoppers. That's what I'm getting at right now. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at right now. We've had pit stoppers and it's raining, and I'm not exactly sure because I can't see the actual tyre compound, but from what I can guess, if they've pitted, they've just once, and Max have gone on to wets, and it's probably a good call with We've seen Nuddy go off the road a few times. Hybrid having a little bit of lag, or is that me having the lag? Annoyingly, my screen, I'm not sure if you can see it, my recorder actually froze. Yeah, everything else is still working. My recorder itself on the laptop's froze, so I'm just gonna have to keep talking till it sorts itself out. Hybrids in that it's getting very heavy rain now. Very heavy. Hybrid and Clown are in the pits. Geronimo stays out. Evans stays out as well. So the rain's coming down. I'm gonna try and fix the recorder. I don't know what's going on here. Unplug it and plug it back in. But now my screen's gone mental because I've unplugged it and tried to plug it back in. I can't actually see anything now at the same time. Now I can. Hybrid's still in the pits. Clown's already left. Dusk is in. So technically Clown's in the lead. He's come out ahead of just once, which is off into the gravel at turn 1. Now I think you can really see what's going on. Hybrid has just left the pits now. Max is there. October Dusk there, as you can see. I can't see. I'm gonna have to find a good corner where I can possibly see if they're blue, because that's the only way we could tell before what compound tyres. It's raining heavy, as you can see. It's definitely wet, but we can't see the tyres, and we're trying to see if we can get a view of hybrids, but we're not going to. I can't tell. There's really no colour to see. Evans struggling, but hasn't pitted. Same with Geronimo and Nuddy as well. Spying about a place, and Clown has pitted and he'll be on the wet, so he'll be passing Nuddy fairly shortly. We've still got 13 to go in this race. The pit window's probably been thrown out, and now it's a case of when's it going to dry up, because it did last time it rained, you know. In the second race at Silverstone it dried up. Not easy to predict. You can't see any puddles or anything on the road, but you can just see the rain dots and on the screen. Look at that. It's absolutely hammering it down. You can start to see the spray as well from the tyres. That spray is coming, the window wipers are going. So definite rain's going on here. Nuddy is right behind Geronimo, which has obviously gone off the road. They're fighting now. Not really fighting, they're just trying to survive to get to the pits. And Nuddy's actually going to take Geronimo here just before the pit stops, and Geronimo spun off the road. He gets back on the road. I've had a problem in the rain, not being able to drive dry tyres on the wet track. He'll be heading into the pits. Has Evans pitted or did he not pit? Whichever he's done, he's in the lead. And I don't know which one he's done. Has he pitted? I don't think I saw him in the pits, but there was a part where I couldn't see anybody. Oh, surely he's not pitted because he's got a bit wide there, but I'm not too sure. He looks okay. Nuddy's still in second ahead of Clown somehow. Nuddy hasn't pitted then. So it's Nuddy and Evans I don't think have pitted. Clown has, just once has, Hybrid has, Max has, Geronimo's now in the pits, and October Dusk has. So, and Geronimo just beats him out, and October Dusk is actually just staying on the road. I thought he may have launched himself off the road there, but no, he stays on. If we couldn't see anything before, we definitely can't see anything now. This rain is not helping the visibility. It's definitely made it very interesting, but the visibility not so much. And that says to be, he's definitely using the wet line, is Evans, but I'm not too sure about him having wets or dries on. We can't move the screen anywhere, so I can somewhat see. And he's doing that corner with DRS open, I'm not too sure why. Oh, leave. Here is Nuddy. I don't think we saw them pit, so to me that means they didn't start on wet, there's no way. Oh, off nearly the road he goes. So Nuddy still definitely has to pit for wet. Evans not pitting just yet. He's doing an okay job if he's on dry. He's doing an amazing job if he's on dries, but 10 to go. Nuddy is struggling. This is probably the best you to see with the fog. It's absolutely horrendous. Nuddy's still not pitting, but definitely struggling, I would say. Clown closing in. Hybrid's closed in on just once. He did a good job. Evans was about 2 seconds or so on that last lap. Hybrid is flying, so I don't know exactly who's on what time, so I'm going to have to guess that they're all on wets now because they're staying out, Nuddy and Evans, but I don't think they are. I do think Nuddy and Evans are on dries, but I couldn't actually tell you because it doesn't tell me, and I didn't see them pit, but they seem to be doing an okay job because everyone's doing sort of mixed jobs, even if they are on the wets, because of just how this race is going down, the weather, visibility, everything. Hybrid right behind just once now for 4th. Hybrid lost a lot of time in the pits. They've got to be on wets. They have to be on wets because no matter spray there is, these dries wouldn't survive, and very wide for just once here. Hybrid has to wait behind. He's right on the back of him, trying to think of a way through. Rain's still coming down. Very wide from just once, very, very wide. But Hybrid's still behind, trying to find a way through into 4th. He's looking to the outside there. Or has he just gone wide? It's I have to say, lost time through that corner. This has not got good. Visibility's not got any better with the rain. It's definitely made it worse. You could just sort of see the lights and the brake lights and the flames from the cars. And spray, you can't really see too much else. Hybrid all over just once. Clown on the back of Nuddy. Evans still not pitting in the lead. Hybrid right on the back. Just once not able to do it. If you see it, it's about a 6 second start at the moment. Surely Evans. It's gotta be. I don't know. I can't think. Oh, around the outside, Hybrid goes a little bit of contact, but he's actually done the move nicely. Hybrid up into 4th. He is at the moment flying around this track with 10 to go. You really can't tell who's on what. I'm pretty sure now everyone's on wets, but Nuddy and Evans, but even they are doing a decent job. Clown is apparently past. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, there you go. Clown's on. There you go. I saw that. Clown is on blue tyres, which is wets. Bit of contact there with Nuddy. I'm not too sure how that one came about, but Clown seemed to be up the inside, and a bit of contact was made. Can't see the tyre colour from here. If I can't see a tyre colour, to me that means no tyre colour, which means not blue. So that means surely dries. Look, can we see somewhat blue? I can't see anything really from Nuddy's car. When Hybrid comes about, let's see if we can see blue here. There's somewhat blue, right, blue, somewhat blue as well. There's a corner where you can sort of see the tint to it. See if we can see a tint to Evans with blue sort of tint we're looking at on the rim of, well, the sidewall of the tyre. It goes past here. No, they're white to me, so how is he on dries? So he's somehow in dries on it. This is amazing if they are on dries, him and Nuddy anyway. We'll see Nuddy as he comes past this time, see if he definitely is on dries or not. Let's see. No, that's definitely, it's not blue, and to me that's not blue. Not blue. That's blue. Yeah, that's definitely blue. That's blue. Max is blue. Geronimo probably does instead of dust, but I don't know how Nuddy and Evans have done a job they've done here. They've done an amazing job to continue. They're doing the same pace really as the others, and they are on dries and they're on wet. So, and it is very, very, very wet out there. There's realistically, if it was a real race, surely if it was a proper real race and it was raining this hard and you're on dries, there is no way you're staying on this track. I don't know how. Look at how wet it is. Yeah, he's doing a good job. Look at the spray coming up as he touches the puddles. It is very, very wet, and he's on dries. I don't know how. There's a semi-dry line, but it's still not a very dry line at all, is it? Around this track, just stay off the puddles. incredible that he's doing as well as he is. Clown trying to chase his first win now, not able to do anything really at this moment. 9 to go. The pit window sort of thing went out of the window as soon as it started to rain. Hybrid is coming for that podium. He is absolutely flying around the track. Clown, even on the wets, is doing apparently worse laps than Evans, which is a bit of a shocker to me. That just shows how well Evans is doing or something here. He is very far ahead though, Evans. Well, actually, I say, he's not too far ahead, but he's got a bit of a gap. But when he pits, if he does pit, I don't know if he has to pit anymore because of the rain. Sort of thrown it up. He's probably been discussing that throughout this race, but yeah. Was reverse grid race number 3 as Evans across the line. 8 to go. And here comes Hybrid. See what that time does. This time Clown was quicker than Evans. Hybrid still doing good lap times, quicker than anybody on the road. Entering the pits of just once. Interesting thing to do right now. I think Max is the car behind him. There's slicks and everything, doesn't it? But he's not really on slicks. We know this. Someone else in the pits now, and I think it's Max. It is Max, and Max and Just Once want to get in the pits. I don't get why. But there he goes. Hello. See Max's car there. Interesting that they would pit for a second time. 8 to go. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but they're probably on wet tyres. But Hybrid on the back of Nutty. The fog's gone. Yay, the fog's somewhat gone, so we can see now. Oh, a side by side between Hybrid and Nutty. Hybrid on the outside, and Nutty has doesn't have wet tyres on, so I wouldn't really want to go around there. And Hybrid just goes around the outside, squeezes through, using all the road definitely, but goes into third place now. Nutty continuing to drive with only dries on the car. In this rain, look at the rain coming down. The fog's gone, thankfully, but that rain is coming down. Evans staying out. I don't even know how he's staying out. I don't know how Nutty's doing it either. It looks like Evans is getting slower lap by lap. There you go, Nutty is in finally. Decides that enough is enough. He's falling down the 4th. The tactic didn't work to get him the podium. He's got 7 laps to stay in 4th. He's got a bit of a gap to the next car. Now in the pit lane. That's a very quick stop if he's put tyres on at all. I'd like to stay with him and see if he has actually put tyres on. Is he on wets? That was very quick. I don't know, are those wets? I'm not too sure. They have a blue tint to them. Those are dries. Those are wet. So I'd actually say Nutty may have just put some wets on because they look similar to Geronimo's. See as he goes around these next couple of corners. I don't think we might see it at the end of the bottom of this hill bit here. Do we see? Right, there's wets. So wets on Hybrid. Nutty and Hybrid. So the only one that hasn't pitted for wets that you can see is Evans. And that's probably not going to work out for him in the end here. 7 to go. He's not able to get there. Nutty definitely on wets. Now, Duck goes into 6th because of the pitting just once, and Max, which is now crossing the line. So because of their pit stops, it's interesting they've done 2. Promotes others. Yeah, Evans is losing a load of time. It's gone worse each lap, but this time it's going very, very bad. About 7 seconds in the middle sector, so he probably lost it somewhere. So Evans going to have to give up on this tactical not pitting and swallow it up and have to pit. It's quite a quick stop for Niddy. Nope, Evans doesn't pit. Okay. How is he not pitting? Why is he not pitting? 6 to go. Pit. He's waiting for it to dry up, but is it gonna? If it does, then fair play to him. But if it doesn't, then that's on you. But very heavy rain. Surely, even if it does start to stop, if it does start to stop, it's not going to dry up. You would think in time. Look at the spray coming off these cars. Oh my god, there's no way it's really going to dry up in time. I've been trying to get, it was 2 out of 2, Clown trying to get his first one of the season. So there's a real fight going on there, and they're both trying to close down Evan and stop him on the dry. So it's going to be a close finish. Which one's going to win out of these 3? Pick your winner now with 6 to go. Who's got this one in the bag? More people in the pits. I don't know, I want to check them. We can quite easily do this, and in the pits. Exited the pits, I think then was Nuddy. So Nuddy went back in the pits and is now down to 7th. That's who pitted. That's weird that Nuddy would pit. I don't get why Nuddy would pit. He put himself onto wets and it looked good, but he went in the pit and lost a few more places now because of it. Not sure if he went back to dries. That would be a bit crazy if he went back to dries, but he might have. As Evans still somehow leading this race on the dries. He's got Clown right behind him now. When they cross the line this time by, it'll only be 5 to go really, but surely Evan is not going to win this race. They hit the brakes for another time. It's still just Evans, then Clown, and then Hybrid. It's very, very close between the top 3. And I'm not. It's just like I said last lap. Place your bets who's going to win this one. Out of the 3 of these, that spray is not getting any better. They're all trying to dodge it somewhat. Hybrid's attacking Clown a little bit here. Evans is off the road, surely. He's off the road. I can't see him though. He's back on the road. He's still in the lead of the race. Hybrid's gone for the second, but not able to do it. Clown's still there. They're all tiptoeing pretty much around the track. And Hybrid now should be in the second place, past Clown up the inside. Here he goes. Hybrid into the second and might even take first. That's how wide Evans is gone, but not able to do it. Oh, Evans had a slide. Hybrid hit the back of him. It's all worked out. Evans is just trying to stay on the road, not able to do it. He's gone off the road there. He's just peeled out of the way. It's Clown. Oh no, he's still there. He's still there. Clown's there into the lead. Surely Hybrid will take him as well. Evans has lost 1, and now into the next corner. He's going to lose 2. All Hybrid's clipped 2 of the tyres, and just enough room for Evans. But it's Clown into the lead, followed by Hybrid, and then the Evans, which is somewhat staying on the road and only just. That's it's not going to dry up, and if it does, will he make up the time? And I don't know if he would, but he's lost so much already. Look at that, they've only been ahead for about straight, and that's nearly 2 seconds probably already gone. It's now down to Clown versus Hybrid for 5 laps, but this time by it'll be 4, and Hybrid does look the quicker of the 2 in these conditions. It is of course no assists in the XRL DTM series. Makes it even more tricky for these 2 to get the traction down. You don't want to touch the curbs, they're quite wet, quite slippery, not going to help you at all. But going with 4 laps remaining now, it's Clown followed by Hybrid. Who's going to win? I think Evans has pulled into the pits, finally gives up on the dry tyres. possibly a bit too late for him. Into the pit, Evans goes. Will he still have third though? Because Brno's in fourth. I think he might. And it is October Dusk versus Just Once for fifth, so that could be interesting to battle to see once we have watched the leaders fight it out. Who's going to take it? Clown's got a little bit of a gap to Hybrid for now. Going to want to keep him there. He's only going to have to hold him off for 4 laps to get his first win this season. Hybrid will want number 8 of the season, but at the moment not able to get it. He'll probably have to take at this moment. Will he be happy with second? Sure, you're always going to be happy with the win, but he will definitely take second for what has been an unpredictable race 2 tonight and around 14 of the season. My laptop just did that annoying thing where it decides that it's going to go into nearly sleep mode and stop the thing, but it's all okay. 4 to go. The fog disappeared finally for us halfway through basically the race. We could see the cars at least going around this difficult track. It's still Clown, then Hybrid. Only just, but that's how it is at the moment. Just Once and Nuddy are past October Dusk, which may have pitted, because there's Just Once and there's October Dusk, so I think a pit stop may have happened there. Geronimo's ahead of Evans. Are those even wet tyres, Evans? I'll put down the pit on button again. It's still Clown, free to go now, free to go. It's Clown, then Hybrid, continuing on. Right, let's see. Come on in, Evans, let's see if you're on wets or dries. Oh, those are wets, there you go. But Geronimo is in third now after everything, so Evans has dropped down to fourth. It's crazy, Max is out of the race, it seems. He retired on the last lap, possible crash or whatever, but he'll be starting technically from first in the reverse grid, so watch out for that one. And he's not going to get any better than 8th in this race. Hybrid still behind Clown. Clown doing a great job in the lead, keeping the gap to Evans really. Clown only needs to defend Hybrid off for a few more laps. It's still Clown and Hybrid, only just as they come around a few more corners. It will be 2 to go. And Hybrid's right on the back of Clown. He wants win number 8. Clown wants win number 1 to make it 6 different winners this season. Hybrid's not allowing that to happen. He's going to push Clown all the way. It's definitely not going to dry up in time for the end of this race. They've got a big gap back to third, so it's just down to these 2 now. After a disappointing time really in Sonoma for Clown, things are looking on the up. If he could just stay ahead of Hybrid for 2 more laps. Way easier said than done, especially in these conditions. The fog's not really about anymore, but the torrential rain making this all so difficult. The visibility is probably worse for Hybrid, but the pressure is definitely worse for Clown. Hybrid almost pushing Clown around these few corners. Not able to do anything at the moment, not able to make a pass. Clown doing a good job of trying to control the pace. It's always crucial when you're in the lead, controlling the battle, controlling the pace, controlling the speed, controlling everything. If you're in control, then the guy behind you can't pass. You have all the control. If he makes you make a move like there you go, Hybrid's launching up the inside, not able to do anything just yet, but makes Clown turn in a little bit earlier than what he wanted to do. If Hybrid can try and get Clown off the line he wants, then he has the control and he could try and create something. But if Clown has all of the control and Clown can keep it all steady, they're going to come around to make it only one lap to go, and he's still only just in the lead as Clown. Hybrid not able to do anything just yet. He's not close enough. He's very, very close, but not actually close enough to just sort of launch it up the inside of Clown. Because if he does, then he's late on the brakes and he locks up, he's going straight off this road. Just aquaplane off. Especially if he's not on the racing line. There you go, he launches up the inside of the bottom corner and he's able to do it. There's a little bit of contact, they go a bit wide, but they're all okay. There you go. Hybrid trying to do something, but Clown squeezes him and remains in the lead and in control. One to go now as they cross the line. The rain is slowing down, but this will not affect them. They'll probably see it and notice it, but it won't affect how the track feels. The track is still going to be soaking wet. This last lap, the rain has not fully stopped anyway. It sprays down a little bit, to be honest with you, which is quite shocking that the spray goes immediately. Look at that, spray's not there anymore. That track had dried up very, very quick, even though it's still raining. That's a bit stupid. Hopefully that improves that sort of for the next game, at least on F1. The Dimatic weather or whatever, worked pretty well. Yeah, that's a bit wide for Clown. Hybrid not able to do anything with it. Very close between the two of them still. Clown will defend the inside. Hybrid going for a wide sort of cutback to get a better run. He might launch it up the inside of this next corner like he did last lap. Brakes later, then Clown's got it under control. Hybrid really is throwing everything at this. He's doing completely different lines than he normally would, trying to carry the speed through and get the momentum, but Clown has it nicely dealt with. Look at that, very late braking on Hybrid compared to Clown. Closes the gap massively, but there's only 4 more corners left in this race, and they're coming up to 2 of them now, and Clown has that one defended nicely. Does he have this defended? He does at the moment. Hybrid, he's spun on the curb. He's spun on the curb, that is it. It's Clown's win now. The curb has spun Hybrid in amazing style. He touched the curb because the track was drying up. The curb was still wet. Clown's going to win his first win of the season in round number 14 of the championship. Clown wins, makes it 6 different winners. Consistency is key. Touching the curbs is also a no-no when it's raining. Hybrid will take second, and he will not be too happy with that one. Brno, after everything, will take a podium tonight, and it will take 3rd place in race number 2, getting ready for the reverse grid race. Brno takes 3rd. Evans was winning for so long, but he was on the dry tyres. It didn't work out for him. 4th place to Evans. Just once got pretty close to catching up to Evans there, but he will take 5th place after doing, I'm pretty sure he did 2 stops. Nuddy, pretty sure he did 2 as well, will actually take 6th. I'm pretty sure Tommy Dust did as well, so quite a few sort of 2 stoppers or whatever. So did Nuddy, those are wets. So yeah, Nuddy will take 6th though, so a good 2 races for him. And of course reverse grid race coming up, so October Dusk in 7th, he'll take 7th because he starts 2nd in the reverse grid, and then it will be Nuddy. Just comes around to finish. The rain has completely stopped raining and the track was quite dry, doesn't it? Wouldn't it be able to tell if you just joined in now that it was absolutely pouring it down 2 laps ago? The sun is out and it's like nothing ever happened. The game wants you to believe that it was nice and sunny, but it was not. This is nice and sunny now, but it was not during any point of that race. But Clown takes his first win of the season, making it 6 different winners. He handled the pressure from Evans very, very well, and after a very disappointing week, or event last week. He's finally picked up his first win of the season. Hybrid. Gonna hate those curbs and hate how long he took in the pits, because he took a long time in the pits. Geronimo though, third place, happy days for him. Quite a quiet one from what I saw. Didn't see much of him during that race, and I'm probably sure that this thing's going to be annoying and just cut out of nowhere and not show me the results. So if it does that, I'd quickly just put these up so you can see the actual results. It's Clown, Hybrid, Geronimo, Evans, Just Once, Nuddy, October Dusk and Max heading into the reverse grid race, which will be a reverse grid sprint race of 9 laps, random weather as well, so watch out for that one. Max start on pole, followed by October Dusk, Nuddy, Just Once, Evans, Geronimo, Hybrid and Clown. It's the last race of tonight, and it's always exciting, the reverse grid one. Big surprises, and you never know what's actually going to happen. Everybody gives it their all as well, as it's another sprint race, and with this random weather, as we just saw, there's rain there. Will there be rain in this next one? Hopefully no heavy fog, because that was just... God, couldn't see anything, could you? We'll be back in around 5 minutes for the final sprint race, reverse grid race for tonight. Alright then, hello and welcome back to the XRL Racing League DTM series. Time for round number 15 and the reverse grid race here tonight as they're just finishing up their warm-up. We had to restart the lobby because of a bit of a lag issues and stuff like that. It looks like a dry race with some medium cloud coming up for this, so it's a big just go for it sprint race here at Brno for round number 15. Of course, reverse grid as well as they just completed the warm-up. We have to get out of the way as normal. But it's going to be exciting. I found out that Evans and Nuddy both started on wets in that race, so they were actually on wets for that race, for the whole of it until the end where they had to pit, I think, for some more wets. So yeah, that's why they weren't pitting. They weren't actually on dries, they were on wets, showing how much I can actually see. I don't think anyone's behind me here. That one is behind me, so I can just retire nicely without getting in anyone's way as they all work it out who's where and everything. But pretty sure it's Max on pole followed by October Dusk, Nuddy in third. Would it be just once? Clown at the back, we know. Hybrid, Brno, yep, it must be then. So, for the last time here tonight at Brno before we head to next week, and it's some long track, I think, from Scotland. I don't know, I think it's Scotland, right? Starts with a B. It's quite a long word, never heard it before in my life, never probably seen it, so I can't actually say it. But that will be next week, same time as always. About 8:20 is when it should start for rounds 16, 17 and 18. But here tonight, it's the one to go, and we have round 15 reverse grid race. Max starts on pole, followed by October Dusk. Oh, they're all getting a bit bunched up there, aren't they? Third place will be starting Nuddy just once in fourth. Fifth place for Evans, see how he can do. Brno in sixth. Seventh for Hybrid. Eighth for Clown. 6 different winners we've had this season. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I'm pretty sure 4 or 5 of them here tonight. They all start. Well, they're all the last 5. Top 3 haven't won this season. Best opportunity is right now in the reverse grid. Max, October Dusk, then Nuddy. Nuddy's done a decent job tonight. See if he can hold just once and Evans behind. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Nuddy kept Evans behind for the whole race. I think Evans couldn't find a way through it. Could be like that again tonight. Just once has a great chance as well of winning another race here tonight. The first of the winners so far this season. If he can get a good start and pass these guys early, he might get away and get a bit of a gap. It's always what you want to come round to finish the warm-up. It's probably one of the first times Hybrid's not actually starting dead at the back for a reverse grid race. We now come to the last couple of corners. Max will be get ready to go. He's got a little bit of a gap on Dusk already. Pretty sure Max is go now. So Max is sorted. He's gone already. He's got the lead. Oh god, I think Nuddy's tapped one of the tyres walls. That's not what you wanted to do to start the last round. Oh look, the issue's gone. The can't see down the straight issue has gone. Happy days. Hybrid looking up the inside of Brno already and trying to take a position. He's almost spun it. Oh, he's got a nice little tap from Clown, which couldn't go any different way. It's all good though, nothing happens from that one. Nuddy has nearly lost a place from just once. Evans trying to go through the middle of them. The gap is closed by just once. Oh, that was a bit too close. But they all get away with it nicely. Oh, off the road, Nuddy and Evans go. I'm not sure if they hit the wall. They rejoin nicely, well not really nicely, but out of the way of everybody else. And Clown is able to pass the both of them without any contact. I think they both went off by missing the brakes. Don't think there was any contact between any of them there. Max has the lead for now. October Dusk not too far behind. Just once there, and then Geronimo Hybrid already up into 5th place. Geronimo looking to get 3rd from just once now. He goes a little bit wide. It's a very quick pace start to this sprint race. Geronimo not able to go through just yet. Max did look like he got a good start, but throughout this first lap it seems like everyone's closed him back down. So not how he wanted that one to go. Hybrid now on the back of Geronimo. Ooh, didn't look good there, did it? It looked like he was going to hit the back of him or at least miss the corner. Hybrid seems to have very, very good brakes. They're coming around to complete the lap for the first time. Just once keeping Geronimo and Hybrid at bay just for a second. He's trying to keep them behind him as he's catching up to October Dusk. He wants to pass him and keep Geronimo and Hybrid at bay if they can start battling. So maybe just once can focus on October Dusk. Oh, that's a bit of a clobber of the wall as well there. Hybrid hits the tyre wall, or tyre stack I must say. That will sound a lot worse. Now just once looking up the inside of October Dusk, not going for it just yet. The same with Hybrid on Geronimo, looked at it but didn't do it. It's quite close between Evans, Nuddy and Clown in the background for 6th place. Now just once up the inside of October Dusk, and that move could be done. Hybrid up the inside of Geronimo, and that move could be done. As we look back, a bit wide from just once, but that move is done. But Geronimo stays ahead of Hybrid, and everything stays the same for in the 6th place battle. A little bit wide from Geronimo. Hybrid goes up the inside now and will have 4th place. Yes, he does. A little bit of lag from these two actually, not actually from me. It's quite shocking. Max really not anywhere ahead. He's just ahead of just once. So just once moved himself into 2nd, and Hybrid and Geronimo have changed round. And there's Nuddy, and well, Nuddy is off the road by I think by himself. Not too sure what's gone on there, but Nuddy now back down. Is sadly now down to 8th with 7 to go. Oh, smashed into tyres as well. But hopefully there was no contact between him and Evans. That's unfortunate there. Just once all over the back of Max already. Bit of a slide from Hybrid there. Through the corner of the rear of the car. Look at that. Just once all over the back of Max. You see them go through and up the hill. The best opportunity for just wants to get through now and try and pull away, as Hybrid still has to get past October Dusk, so he's got a little bit of work to do. And he's still got Geronimo on him as well. This is the best chance for just once to try and get the gap and get this win. As they cross the line this time by, it will be 6 laps to go. Max goes defensive, but just once decides not to follow him. He just wants a straight line speed to try and pass him in a straight line. Max will have the inside line for turn 1, so we'll think about that one. Just once not able to drive around his outside. Tries to go for the cutback and not able to do it. Or was he able to? He's going to have the outside line for turn number 2. Max just gets the inside line sorted. But I think just once breaks a little bit later than Max. He's going to have to drive right around his outside. He's going to be able to do it. He will have the inside line for turn 2 or turn 3. And just once into the lead of the race. Passes Max. Brilliantly done. Brilliantly done there. Good driving by the both of them. They have a little bit of a rough history together, admittedly, but that was very clean from the two of them. And just once doing a great job to get into the lead. With 6 to go, as the pack is starting to form up behind, as Clown and Evans trying to join into the back of Hybrid and Geronimo. But are not able to get past October Dusk yet. Hybrid now on the back of October Dusk, very very close through that last corner, but not able to do anything just yet. It is just once in the lead, getting a bit of a gap. Hybrid now going for it on October Dusk. October Dusk defends. It got a bit too close, and the cones get hit across the track. Got a very very close. I think definitely squeezed Hybrid, which went for a somewhat late sort of lunge there. But Hybrid will try again up the hill. October Dusk decides not to defend, so just invites Hybrid up the inside, which we know he's going to do. And he's going to take, or is October Dusk going to keep him around the outside? He does for now. He at the inside for the last corner. A Hybrid will drive around the outside. Same with Geronimo, and Geronimo drives around the outside as well. October Dust down to 5th. Hybrid up to 3rd, now on the back of Max, which he's already trying to challenge immediately. See how quick that was, 5 laps remaining. Hybrid didn't even think really, he just immediately tried to pass Max. Not able to do it. Max goes defensive on Hybrid. Geronimo just on the back of these two, looking to get past both of them really. He wants to get past Hybrid. He knows how quick Hybrid is, he doesn't want him to get away from him. But Max doing a good job at Hybrid. Just passes Max, and Max defends well on Geronimo. Not able to do it though. They probably touched wheels there. Still, well, they definitely bang wheels there on the exit. Geronimo on the outside of Max, not able to get this move surely round this outside of this corner, and he won't. He's still there. He's still on the outside, but not able to do it. Have the inside of this next corner, and he can possibly do it after staying on the outside for so long. Geronimo will go into 3rd place. Very good move. It's a bit of contact between Clown and Evans, but I think they're fine. They get away with it. They do. Geronimo hits a little stack of tyres. Gets away with it. Max versus October Dusk starts now. Bad run for Max there. So it's a Hybrid in 2nd, Geronimo in 3rd. They're going to chase down just once now. October Dusk goes up the inside of Max, but doesn't seem to be able to do it. They now have Clown and Evans on the back of them as well. Everyone trying to pass everybody now. It's just turned into a battle. There you go. Clown passes October Dusk and tries to pass Max at the same time. Not too sure if there's any contact, but there's just cars sort of everywhere. And I think Evans not able to do anything there, but Clown up into 5th now. Trying to get involved as they cross the line this time by. There will be 4 to go. So everyone's running out of chances to close gaps and take positions. Even Nuddy, after the spin he had, is getting onto the back of this pack. It's just what's Hybrid, Geronimo, Max, Clown, October Dust, then Evans at the moment, but they are side by side, and Evans is up the inside line and will go through, and Max went very, very wide, so that's surely given Clown 4th, and it does. Clown goes up to 4th place. Evans, it looks in the background just like he managed to get 6th place, but October Dusk hasn't given up, and October Dusk is actually on the inside. Max trying to do some sort of revenge attack on Clown, not able to do it. Evans sticks it out around the outside and has finally got 6th place for October Dusk. Oh, but he's gone away of the curbs, and I think October Dusk will come back at him for 6th and tries to retake it. He does before the corner. See, Evans doesn't have a he seems probably enjoys the reverse grid, but he does seem to find it difficult passing some of the slower drivers. He gets past them and immediately makes some sort of mistake or something. They're able to get back through, and he tries again out up the inside here, but not going to have it. October Dust is just going to turn across and it'll be all fine, and it is. So 4 to go. Nuddy is now going to get involved as well, so he'll back's a bit wide. Now Evans up the inside of October Dust once again, trying to take 6th place as I hit the brakes, so we could possibly attack Max as well, but through now Evans will go. But there's a bit of room given. October Dust will go for a little bit of contact. It is touring car racing at the end of the day, but Evans will stay ahead of Dusk for 6th place. And he's now got Max to charge after. Just once is leading the race. He goes around the last corner now. Just 3 laps remaining as he crosses the line. Hybrid in 2nd, chasing him down. Geronimo following through as well. A little bit further back behind that is Clown, which has a gap back to Max, which is then followed by Evans, Dusk and Nuddy with 3 to go now. The battles are surely not over for these last couple of positions, or for the lead. Now, Max was doing a decent job for a while, but Evans will, a bit of lag there, Evans will try to get past Max as quickly as possible. Only 3 to go, and Max actually has gone off the road by himself, I think, and he has, and that's Evans into 5th place. He almost scared him off the road, and now Max versus Dusk versus Nuddy will be the battle for 6th, which could be quite an interesting battle, to be fair to it. Evans has taken a while, but he's up into 5th place. Geronimo is on the back of Nuddy. I said that wrong. Geronimo is on the back of Hybrid. Don't know why Nuddy was in my head. Because to be fair, Nuddy is on the back of Dusk. But Geronimo, very close to touching the back of Hybrid's car. This is a battle for second, and just up the road for first. So seems like Geronimo is faster than Hybrid at the second. He wants to pass Hybrid and chase after just once. Hybrid so far only won one tonight. Clown took race 2. He has a great chance of taking the final race of tonight, and he wants to do that. But Geronimo hasn't won one tonight, and he after race 1, decent race 2 with third, but he'd quite like to take a win tonight to make it all seem worth it. Just once had a third and a sixth, I think, third and a fifth, I think. So he's had a decent week or event so far tonight. Hybrid defending well on Geronimo, trying to find any way past. It's 2 laps to go. Look at that, Hybrid all the way to the grass, defending already into turn 2. Geronimo looks to the outside, has to wait for a little bit longer. Oh, very wide from Hybrid. He's got it defensively nailed, but it's the run on the exit. The exit, a little bit of contact like we knew there would be. But Geronimo will move up to second. He had the momentum, he had the speed to carry through the corner, and he makes it into second place. Now it's Hybrid's turn to try and think of an attack back at him. But if he can't, Geronimo will try and chase down just once. He has 2 laps to do it. Or less than 2 laps to do it. Definitely a lap and a bit. Hybrid's quite wide there actually, so Geronimo, almost the pressure's disappearing off him, and he can forget about Hybrid and focus on just once and start to try and chase after him. October Dusk has passed Max for 6th place. After starting behind him in this race, he's through. Nicely done by Dusk. Hybrid might have to start to settle for either second or third in this race after Geronimo passes him and started to pull away. They're going to come around the last corner in a couple seconds, and then they will start the last lap. Can Geronimo catch just once in one lap? Can he get past him as well? It's good enough getting to him like Hybrid got the Clown, but he wasn't able to pass him. Last lap has been started. It's just once, followed by Jerome, then Hybrid. This is the top 3. Will it be another weekend where we've had, another event where we've had 3 different winners throughout the 3 races? Clown in 4th, Evans in 5th, 6th for Dust, 7th for Max, and 8th for Nuddy, as they all enter the last lap. The pressure is on. Their hearts will be pounding. We know Clowns was earlier. Oh, so was Hybrids, and he's gone a little bit wide there. So it's now time for Geronimo and just wants and Geronimo's hearts to be going absolutely through the roof. They'll be hearing it. That's the only thing they'll be able to hear in the ears. Is a beautiful, interesting corner from Geronimo. Slow, well, he's getting there. He's definitely catching just one top. He's pushing the limits, not only of the car but of the track. They are definitely halfway through this last lap. Just what's taking it maybe a bit too easy, as quite a few corners to go. This one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Around about 5 corners after this, it'll be 4. It's a bit to go. They're not the easiest corners in the world. They are a good opportunity for Geronimo to make a move as they go up the hill for the last time to make the climb. As after this, there's only 2 corners to go, and up this hill, Geronimo can try and launch it if he's close enough up the inside of the penultimate corner. It's not that long of a run to the start line, so it's really the only place to overtake is this last corner, as long as Just Once doesn't mess up these last 2. And if he doesn't, either way we look at it, if either one of these 2 win, it's another 3 different winners tonight, and it is going to be Just Once that takes the win. Just Once takes his 2nd win in the Xcite Racing League DTM series. Geronimo will take 2nd. It's a very close finish, but it's either one of those 2, and it's Just Once that takes it. 3 different winners once again. We had Hybrid, Clown, and Just Once. Hybrid takes 3rd, Clown will take 4th, 5th for Evans, 6th for Dusk, 7th for Max, just ahead of Nuddy it seemed, and 8th after the spin Nuddy had sadly put him out of contention. He able to get back in time to them, but wasn't able to attack. So Clown not too far off of Hybrid in the end, but just once takes his 2nd ever win, and a very deserving win in the DTM series, and runs out of fuel as well. That's how much fuel he had left. He knew exactly what the limit was. And that might be 3 weeks in a row we've had 3 different winners in the night. I wonder if we can keep that going. The only time we haven't, I think the only time we might not have had that is race 1 where Hybrid won them all. And as soon as he did that, it woke everybody up, and now we've had 6 different winners. And just once is now a double winner in the DTM series. So we know that it's probably gonna not show the finishing position. It might actually show the finishing position this time. We don't actually know how long we got to the end, but it is just, there we go. There's the official finishing positions. Thank you for that. For round number 15 of the DTM series, it's just once, then followed by Geronimo, Hybrid, Clown, Evans, October Dusk, Max, and Nuddy are the 8 finished. A very good race from, well, everybody. Quite a clean one, just once taking his 2nd win in the DTM series. Very good night again, 3 different winners tonight, and very good racing throughout. So, as I drop the headset, which is always lovely. Same time next week. Actually can't say the track, can't tell you. Go on the website XciteRacingLeague.com to check it out. And that was very exciting. 3 different winners once again. Hopefully we can have that next week. And we will see you next time.